Hi everyone, it's Margaret Manning here with 60andMe. Thank you for being here. Hope that you're doing great. You're feeling healthy and strong and resilient and ready for a new year. 2021 is already off to a rocky start, but 2020 is behind us now. It might have been a bit of a disaster, but we have got a new year now that we can look forward to, and I hope that you're feeling okay and up for it. But we've spent the last year, most of us, really trying to keep healthy and finding new ways to improve our diet and supplements and things that we put into our body. And we've actually looked at science for a lot of insight, and of course the vaccines that are out in the world now. Science has been a very strong support to try to get us through this time together. And one of our bloggers, Max Seinader, wrote this article though on an angle that I wanted to highlight, because we've been so interested in our bodies, but what about our brains? Well, that is our body, of course, and that's kind of the thing that we sometimes separate, that everything that we put into our body is going to impact our brain health. But there are some specific things that Max feels you can do to achieve lifelong brain health. Now, we've been so focused almost at looking right ahead of us with this situation with COVID that we've maybe not thought about the long-term benefits that all these things are going to give us if we take care of our brain health. Now, what activities, for example, should we be doing? What supplements, what kind of food should we be eating? The new year gives us an incentive and an initiative to start. But I wanted to actually talk to you a little bit about, in the article by Max, which I'll do a link to here, he talks about the science behind the new activities that are surrounding brain health and brain development. One of the things that we maybe haven't talked about as much in 2020 is Alzheimer's and dementia. And that's something that kind of has gone into the background as we've been really focused on COVID. But the research now that's showing the challenges with dementia and Alzheimer's disease is that you can see the brain damage before it's even manifest. So it's something that we really need to be thoughtful and careful about and incorporate new habits into our life that are going to help us stay strong, to help our brain stay strong. So I'm looking at the notes here because it's 10 years before our brain shows symptoms that we can actually, see some of the signs of Alzheimer's. And here's some of the things that you can do. Now, they won't be things that are magical. There's no new magical things, but they circle around exercise and sleep, diet, and cognitive activity. Now, we're doing all these things without probably thinking about it, but why don't we try to maybe put a little bit of focus on that and talk about how each of the individual things are now being proved by science to be the ways that we can prevent Alzheimer's. It's still a very big challenge for so many people, and I want to make sure that we're doing everything, not just the vitamin D supplements and zinc and all the other things that we're doing to keep our bodies healthy. Let's think about the brain. Okay, so sleep. Now, it's something that I've struggled with the last couple of years, and now I'm just beginning to get a handle on it. And I've tried, supplements and things, and it just didn't help. I really just had to find ways to relax. Meditation, reading, audiobooks have been a really big help to me. Sound meditation or listening to sounds. All these things are super important. We can literally turn and heal the brain while we sleep. And Max, the author of this article, talks about how we, during sleep, we kind of rehearse and replay memories. And that I'll make sure I get this right, that the neurotoxic proteins are cleared from our brain. So basically, when you have a dream, and this always amazes me that when I have a dream sometimes, and it's literally a play of the day, it's exactly what happened. I mean, it's just like your brain, like he says, it's actually reliving and compressing and rehearsing all the stuff that you dealt with in a day or a week or a year, whatever. And maybe that you're dreaming more now than ever before. But anyway, this brain's glymphatic system is it's like a garbage disposal. It clears out all the old negative thoughts and all the things you've compressed during sleep. Also, in that glymphatic system being operational, really completely and accurately, it actually is a help with memory. She says as she forgets what she was going to say, but it's actually a help with memory. By getting out all the toxins, you then can actually start thinking about things that are just immediately require your attention and your memory. So the second thing is diet. Now, diet, of course, we've all become super, super conscious of our diet. I know I certainly have, in terms of trying to cut back on the sweet foods and the sugars and the processed foods, mainly because without so much activity, we are gaining a little bit more weight because it's just a fact of how the body works. If you don't move, you're not going to need as many calories, but we still have the need for our cookies and our comfort food. But the thing is, he talks about this Mediterranean diet, which has been around for years and years and years, and it's like he says one of the best diets to consider, and that is the diet that has olive oil. Of course, it has fresh vegetables, fish, fruit and nuts, things that are natural and not processed. I used to always treat myself to Indian kind of TV dinners. Like, I don't know what you call them in this country, but I used to call them TV dinners, little pre-made meat things. And when I looked at the ingredients, it was like, what am I putting in my body? I just need to buy a little piece of fish and vegetables and make a curry. I don't need to do this. And of course, it's cheaper too. But so cereals, olive oil, lower consumption of red meat. Now, this is again science at work. Science is saying that dementia is decreased by 45 to 48% if you lower your consumption of red meat. Okay, I'm not judging, and I'm certainly not. Look in the article by Max Sinader, because he actually puts the links and the evidence of this. But and they've done the research because people are interested and concerned about dementia, how it's happening in the background before we even see any of the results of it or the symptoms. So that's the next thing. So sleep and food. The next thing, of course, is physical activity. All right, Margaret, I know I don't do it either. I don't go to the gym. Well, none of us are going to the gym right now. But as we get older, exercise actually is more beneficial for mental health, for your brain health and your brain function. It actually makes your brain bigger. It creates more neurons. And so it actually expands the size of your brain, which gives you more neurons to process information. That's memory, recall, just sort of connecting things. 30,000 new neurons every day. Is that right? I just made some notes here. On average, we have about 30,000 new neurons and then I've left the word out next. I think it's day. But with exercise, we generate 2 to 3 times more. So that helps us to create new memories and to sort of condense and recall and, just remember more in the present moment. So exercise is like so important to get that blood rushing into your brain to actually generate more activity, more neural activity and more neurons. And little did you know you needed that many. But there's always been this myth, I think, that the older brain is like kind of in a stage of decay all the time. Like it's getting worse all the time, and we don't produce new brain cells. And that's not true. That was the opinion. Like when you were younger, you had lots of brain cells, and then you gradually diminished as you got older. It's not true. So check out the article actually for more specific information on this. But anyway, all of that, exercise, increase neurons, increase plasticity in your brain, equals reduced risk of dementia and depression. So if you want to stay active and vibrant and positive about your life, just treat your brain with some care and give it what it needs with exercise. It doesn't have to be gym, it doesn't have to be working out, just walk, fast step walking, doing some weights, doing some, dancing. Lots of ways to actually get the heart rate up and get that blood flowing. Very, very important. Another thing you can do, which is in the article, and also actually on 60andMe, we've got a games section on our website, which is exactly what this author is talking about. He's saying games are great for your brain. You could do puzzles, strategy games, any kind of game that requires, think like chess, Sudoku, Mahjong. These are all games that help to stimulate and stretch and exercise the brain. There's a 10-year research project. I want to make sure I reveal this. There's a 10-year research project that he mentions in the article where it says that older brains have more plasticity that can boost processing power, improve memory, and reduce the risk of dementia by half. So that's if you're doing brain games, brain exercises. And as I said, on 60andMe, look at the top of the website. It says games. And then you click on that. It's free to use, every kind of game under the sun. So things like crossword puzzles, I mentioned chess, jigsaw puzzles, rebus puzzles, Sudoku, concentration, any of those things that are, just getting you to think. I'm actually learning chess myself right now with my grandson. 3 years old, he's learning chess. He's actually better than me. But Baba, he tells you have to do this and this and this. It's like, okay, I can do that. Kids are amazing. But anyway, the point is that these games are super good for your health, and they're free of charge on our site. And you can find all kinds of other ones that are, a membership fee, but they take you to a different level, and it's worth doing. So those are the things I think that we all can do: brain training, physical activity, exercise in general, food, sleep. These are the things that are going to give you a chance for long time brain health. Not right now, not this year. We know that we had a terrible one last year. This one's going to be rocky, but there's hopefully another 20, 30 years ahead of us that we're going to get to use this beautiful brain of ours. So hopefully that's been a useful inspiration to change your sleep habits, your eating habits, knowing that not just the virus will be, your immune system will help, but also that dementia and depression and those types of diseases that are traditionally associated with being older can be stopped as well, or can be at least dealt with and prevented. So, what are you doing to keep your brain healthy? Please leave your comments in the section below. I just know from talking to our community of women that you're doing all kinds of amazing things, and I would love to know what's working for you. How are you keeping your brain active? Leave your comments in the section below, everybody. Please subscribe to this channel so we can reach more women. Just press the subscribe button and the notification bell. I appreciate that. If you want to join us in a private group, a more personal group, a supporters group, check us out on patreon.com/60andme. And just keep visiting our channels, our website, our YouTube channel. We're on Instagram, 60andme_. And just doing some fun things all around to support and help you. So take good care, have a wonderful day, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye for now.